Recording.
Okay, today I will be taking a tutorial on Proteus and how to use Proteus to make designs what we need, experiment our own circuits, and also the important and fascinating thing is that we can simulate the circuits. And I will be using Proteus ISIS version 7.8 for that. Okay, it's loading. This is how the platform looks like, and this is actually a very powerful one because we don't want a breadboard or circuits with, or devices with us to experiment our circuit. We can actually simulate all the stuffs. Now I will first of all blink an LED, which is a Hello World program in electronics. So first of all, we will be picking the devices, right? So here there is a letter P there, and just click that. This is actually the pick device window, and in that actually we need an LED, right? Just write in the keywords window, LED. Okay, there are so many devices coming. Some may be drivers, some may be LEDs, all those things. So to be specific, I will write LED -red. Okay, so I got two LEDs. One is LED active. This is an animated circuit, and the second one is something else. It's an LED itself. So I will be using this one. Just double click on that, so you can see that it's there in your devices list. And now I need a resistor. I will write resistor, or even resistor is not needed. I will use a 330 ohm resistor. Just write 330 and select resistors from here. Okay, you can get so many resistors of different ratings. I am just taking some 330 ohm resistor. I don't mind what is the rating and all. Double click over that, and resistor is there. Now I need nothing else. Okay, I am showing just a simple circuit. First of all, I will place the LED here. Just click on that LED, and you can change the alignation of this LED by rotating it here. Okay, now I will place it. Just select it and take your mouse here into the sheet, and then press once. Now you can see that LED. Just I press once, okay, and after that I can place it wherever I need. Okay, I am placing it here, and just press once more. Okay, it is placed now. You can drag it by double clicking and dragging it. Okay, like this. And now I need to place the resistor. Okay, I took it. Its alignation is wrong, so I am turning it. I have rotated it. Now I will place it here. Now wiring, it's automatically the mouse will change to wiring mode. You don't have to select wiring mode from anywhere else. Okay, then now you can see, right? Press here at the end of the resistor or the LED once, and then once more, and you can see that the wire is there. This is the wire that we are seeing, and place it to the or bring it to the place where you have to connect it to, and press once more. You can see a red dot there. Then you can press once more, so that the wire is placed. Now the wire is placed here. I will zoom it so that you can see better. Just zoom it. Okay, here the zoom buttons are there. You can use it, or the scroll button of the mouse, or you can use the laptop's pad. Now one more thing, these devices are seen in the components mode here. Okay, so if you select the components mode here, you can see the devices, and there is selection mode which can be used to select these things, LED and all those things. And another is another one more helpful is the terminal mode, that can be used for powering and grounding. And I am giving the ground here. Okay, I selected the ground. It will be shown like this. Just take it here, and yeah, I am placing it here. Now I click once. Now the wire is coming, and I have to place it here. Just click it once more. Okay, now the wire is placed. It's that simple. And you have to double click on the ground and write here in the strings GND. Proteus knows itself that it's a ground. Okay, if you write GND, it knows that it is a ground. Anyway, it knows that it's a ground, but you have to specifically write GND, because there will be some error if you are making a very big circuit with so many different types of ground. Okay. Now I need powering, so I take this power. Okay, I am keeping it here. This power. Okay, I kept it here. Double click and give. Anyway, you have two options. Write VCC, or you can give plus 5 volt or something. Plus is needed or minus is needed. It's necessary. You have to write whether it is positive or negative. The polarity is a must. And plus 5 volt, you can give plus 12 volt, like that. Anyway, the LED will be burned if you are giving greater than 5 volt. Only 330 ohm is given. So I am giving better to give VCC. VCC is actually 5 volt. So VCC is there. And the most important tool is simulation. And you just press the play button here. It's like media player. Press the play button. It will start running the simulation. Okay. Now a small mistake is that I have kept the LED in the opposite manner. Polarity is wrong, so I should rotate it. Now I will be deleting it. For that, you can press the delete button on the keyboard. And one more thing, if you have to delete a wire, you can't use the delete button, but you have to right click on that twice, like this. And I will place wire here. Now I am placing the LED. It is in the components mode. I selected it. I turned it. Yeah, I am placing it here. Now I am connecting it. Now I am running the simulation. This is play. Yeah, you can see that it's red, isn't it? Now if you pause that and press on that, you can know the terminal voltages. Its anode voltage is 5 volt and the cathode voltage is 2.77 volt. And if you press on the resistor, you will get the terminal voltage. Oh, I can't move the mouse after that. If you press that, you will see that the terminal voltage is 2.77. On the other end, it is ground, so it's 0 volt. The relative voltage, the difference between 1 and 2 is 2.77 volt. The current flowing is given in the instance parameters, and the power of the power taken is 23.38 milliwatt. Okay, so you can find the power being drained, voltage between the different circuit parts or whatever you need by using this. It can be used to know whether our circuit is working or not. Okay, you can make changes. It is actually a really helpful tool. Now I need to show you one more thing. You can drag a part of the circuit like this. Okay, select it and drag it. Let's drag it. Can be changed, taken to whatever place you need. Okay. Now there is one problem. I will show you. This is the sheet which we are using. Okay, this is something like, I think it's an A3 sheet, and if you can actually simulate whatever wires that are going outside this sheet. Okay, so if your circuit is that large, you have to use another big sheet. You don't have to do anything with it's simple. Take systems and then set sheet size. you can select the sheet size here. I am using A3 now. Okay, now the sheet size is a little more larger. Okay, now I will be showing how to make another circuit which is comparatively larger, but it's including NE555, then so many other things. Just wait. Okay, this is the circuit which I am going to show you. This is actually having an NE555, 2 resistors, 1 capacitor, a ground is there, powering is there, 4017 another controller IC is there, diodes are there, resistors. Okay, that's all. And I will be also simulating this. I hope you all know that NE555 is used for making clock. Okay, now press P, it's an shortcut to place the pick devices, and write NE555. Now I got the device, just double click it. Now I need what is the resistance? 2 mega ohm. Anyway, another resistor is there. You just write resistor. You will get another type of resistor. You can manually write whatever resistance you need. Then I need LED, red. Okay, or let us use green now. No, blue. Then I need some of 330 ohm resistors. Okay, no resistor. I have selected resistor, so I don't need that. Capacitor 10 nanofarad and 100 nanofarad, 10 NF. Okay, so capacitors are there. You can select any one of them. If you know the ratings, you can select that. Okay, now 100 nanofarad capacitor. Okay, I got it. Then nothing else. It's a simple circuit. Okay, so now I will show. First of all, I will increase the sheet size to A3. Now I will be placing NE555. Okay, the 10 nanofarad capacitor, I am placing it here. I have wired it. Do you have any doubt about wiring it? Alright. Okay. Now in the terminals mode, there is a ground available. I am keeping it here. If you have to rotate it, you can just right click here and use this also. 180-degree rotations. Rotate anti-clockwise, rotate clockwise. You can use it. X1 or Y1, all those things. Now it's not there, so just right click twice and selection now. You can select it. I have to drag it down. Okay, I have dragged down. Now I want to short these two and ground it. I think it's ground. Oh, it's power. I have powered it. Now a 2 megahertz resistor in between 7 and 6. Okay, in the components mode there is a resistor. Okay, now I will rotate it and I am keeping it here. Now between 7 and 6. And now you can give the resistance. Just double click on this, sorry, and here there is resistance, so you can write whatever resistance you need. I am using 2 mega ohm, 2 capital M, and press OK. You can see the resistance here. Now another resistor of the 30 ohm. Okay. If you keep it together, it is not actually connected. Okay, it is not connected. Now you have to manually connect it. Otherwise, you shouldn't misunderstand that your circuit is connected. And one more thing, if you are taking your wire like this, it's not shorted here. Okay, it's not shorted. Only if there is a, I'll show you this button like thing. It's connected to the wire. Okay, it's not shorted if you take it through or between them. Okay, and okay, between 6 I have connected it. Now I have to connect 6 and 2. I will connect 6 and 2. Now 1 is grounded. It is there in the terminal mode. Select ground and place it here. Connected it. Now connect it to power. Okay, this button, this square you can see. Just click there to make a connection through that wire and press here. The circuit is almost complete. I didn't change the resistance. This is 30 ohm. And now if you simulate it, you can see that this red is high voltage, this blue is low voltage, that is ground, this is VCC, and you can see that some clocking is there, right? And I will show that. Just wait. Press stop here to stop the simulation. And now I didn't use a capacitor here. I'll use it now. Terminals mode, 100 nanofarad capacitor. I'm keeping it here. Connected it, and I will ground it here. Okay, I can't place it like this. No, I can't place it like this because the length is not enough. So press escape. Drag this a little bit down. The wire will be extended automatically. Now I can place it here, and you can press this and select this line. You can make this clear. Okay. Now I am using a 4017 also. Okay, let's take that. Press P, write 4017. You can get any of the devices that you need from this one. Pick devices. So I kept it here. I kept it here. Okay. Now I am taking this clock to this CLK. I will be grounding E to make this a little more beautiful. Bring it down. Okay, the ground is placing it here. I grounded it. Now, okay. Now I have to keep resistors and okay. I'll place the resistors. The resistor is 330 ohm each. No, this is not the one. Be careful to double click it properly. It's not the string that we have to change. You have to change the resistance. Okay, 330. Press OK. Now place another one. Another one. Another one. Now. place a ground here. How to invert it? Okay, now I will simulate this. Think that the circuit is complete. No, it's not complete. Simulation. Yeah. Okay, that's because the resistance is high. Okay, you understood that it can the Proteus is actually calculating and not just simply showing that. I was just testing your intelligence. Okay, so I have to change the resistance. So you can see that the LEDs are blinking. It's actually a timer circuit. The rest of the circuit is a little bit complex. That's why I avoided it and just included some LEDs to show how the stuff is working. Here you can see ground. I will press pause now this way and I will show you how it is working. Okay, simulation. I have pressed play. Now I am pressing pause, and if I press here over the controller, just see, you can see all the terminal voltages. The voltage across E is 0, Q0 is 0, Q1 is, and all those things are given, and clock, some SLO, some high level things, I don't know. Okay, anyway, you can see the voltage whether it is high or low by looking at the green or blue or red color, and you can change it here. Here also, here it is high, and better to give here GND. You have to stop it before editing the circuit. Double click here, give the string as GND. Here double click and give VCC or +5 or +12 or whatever voltage you are giving, and I think you must be able to do your own circuits and play with electronics. So you can do any circuit and check it, no problem. Before doing it on breadboard, it is more easier. You don't need any wire or circuits with devices with you. You can just take the device from the big device and experiment with it. Even you can make an Atmega circuit, and even you can insert the hex file or the program file and test it. It's so powerful. You can use any of the microcontrollers. Even ARM is there. I will show you just an example of how the circuits are. Another circuit is an example circuit that is being given with Proteus. Okay, so I will open this design and show you how powerful Proteus is. This is actually having more than one sheet. You can make, if your circuit is so big, you can use more than one sheet. You can actually select it here in edit. Yeah, you can take next sheet and make your rest of the circuit. And if you have anything like terminals or output voltage, you can take it outside. I will show you afterwards. And now I will be, this circuit is having, this is a very big circuit. having so many sheets of circuits, timers, counters, and all those things. I will simulate it. I will show you afterwards. Terminal. So this is actually an operating system. Okay, so like a computer, it's a small computer which is running on CUI. Okay, this is actually having Linux installed in it. Okay, this is having Linux installed in it, and it's a little bit slow, but you can see whatever it's in. It's showing the GUI and kernel. Okay. It's booting process. It's UZ Linux. Okay, now I will write ls. I can see the directories. I can go to cd bin. You can see how powerful Proteus is in simulation. You can simulate whatever you need. Only that you need the circuit and the programming files and all those things. Okay. Now another important thing that I missed is, consider that you are having a circuit which is to be breaked somewhere for your perfection or design. Just I will show you something. Okay. I'm placing an LED here. Simply an LED and a 220 ohm resistor. Now grounding this part. Now I am using a output. This is output. This is present in the terminals mode. You can use it, select it, and I will turn it just to make it like this, and I will place it here. This is not powering. Okay. Double click it and give some name. Okay. I will give OP1, and now actually this must be VCC. Connecting it. This VCC capital. Now press this input. I will explain it afterwards how it is working. Take the components mode. LED is here. I am connecting one more LED, and I will ground it here. Now I am naming this input as OP1. Okay. So you can break the circuit wherever you need. You can use the output from one place wherever you need. Just name it as OP1 or some. You can give some random name and keep it there. You can use the input from that place, not by taking the output directly by placing a wire, routing wire. You can avoid it. Okay, now I think that there is no error in this one. I will simulate. Yeah, you can see that both of them are red. Isn't it? It's a little light because I will change the voltage. So I will give plus 12 volt. Now it will be right enough. Okay, so I will pause it and show you. Yes, you can check the terminal voltages across the diode. You can select it. So I think that this tutorial has helped you a lot. I think that you can make your own circuits after this. Okay, thank you for watching. I am Aravind Vijayan. I am working in the E wing of Robotics Interest Group, NIT Calicut. Thank you for watching this video. I am a first year of 2012.